because I don't really think about that. And then the second thing that's going through my mind is, let me be careful what I say, because I know that, having a platform and having a voice on a platform, a lot of times it could be a negative thing. It can always be taken as a negative thing, and I don't want to let people get the wrong perception. So it took me a minute, and usually I'm never at a loss for words, but it took me a minute to gather my thoughts to try to understand what I was feeling.
I feel um give me a second. Let me think about that for a second.
I didn't know.
I feel
I didn't know how to answer that. And the funniest part about this is you picked the perfect day. I don't know if God be working in mysterious ways or what, but it seemed like my morning, it was like people was really, really trying to test me.
I don't know. I don't know how to summarize what I would say. One word, I would say I feel um
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna pause it right there. Do you see how long
Man.
taking him?
Yep.
Let me tell you something. A lot of times people don't know. A lot of our a lot of our streams, we they're planned. We have a roadmap. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
a lot of time, but every now and again, you get to see them. This shit, I believe 100% that this ain't no act for him. He truly, truly does not know how to answer that.
Yep. Man, it's crazy, bro. And a lot of men are like that, bro. A lot of men are like that, man. You ask them, they're not used to that. They're used to being pushed, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got this responsibility. You got the kids. You got the wife. You got the family. You got the house. You got the bills. You got the job. You got the church. You got this. Whatever the situation is, man, you get pushed to so many elements of doing so many other things, and nobody ever stops to say, "Hey, man, how are you?" A matter of fact, brother, I got my barbershop this weekend, this Friday coming. That's the name of the show. Hey, bro, how are you really?
Yes.
How are you? I want to just have a conversation with the fellows, man. Just ask them, how are you, man? How are you? Feel like what's really going on? Do you want to have that conversation? Because a lot of men don't get that, man. And there's so many relationships could be so much better. Instead of the man coming home, sitting in the driveway for an hour before he comes in the house, it'll be better for him to walk in and have his wife say, "Baby, how are you today?"
Yeah.
Like, come and talk to me. Come talk to me. You know what? A man will run through a wall for a woman who cares for him like that.
Like and be listening and then to die right there and then not come back when she get pissed off.
Exactly, bro.
Let me tell you something. Man. If a woman actually knew what we're carrying on our heart every goddamn day, it will fucking crush them. The weight of it alone would crush them.
Yep.
And we don't tell them because we know it would crush them.
Yep. Exactly.
And the fact that Antoine is having this conundrum right now, there were people there talking about how, he was being feminine. See, I told you he was zesty. That's kind of crazy. That is a crazy mindset. And for our women to not understand that it is okay for a man to have them. Let me tell you something, ladies, it's okay for your man to get pissed at you. It's okay for that motherfucker to yell at you. I'm just telling you. It happens. I mean, a lot of times we refer back to Kevin Samuels a lot because everyone knows who he is. I don't know how many times I've seen the man who preaches stoicism and being in frame. I don't know how many times on his live stream I've watched this dude come completely and utterly unglued. I watched him do a whole monologue about why he don't call women bitches just to get to the callers and to call one of the girls a bitch. That was like, goddamn.
Yeah.
know?
It's like any given day, man. You know, you can have your life plan and what your character looks like, man. But sometimes, bro, sometimes it'll break. It'll come loose, man. And I've been there. I've been there several times. But man, so after this particular scene right here, like, what did he go into after this on the clip?
Hold on, let me see it.
I never get asked how I feel. Is that weird?
How many guys that's in here watching this right now? And I'm always glad that I can do after hours because, you know, I don't have to worry about it being 2,000 and 3,000 people in here. I could just absolutely give my thoughts. How many guys that's in here right now?
Hold on a second. Let me go ahead. Mr. Cooper with the $5. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I didn't forget about you. We just kind of got off in the conversation, so I don't want to go a minute longer without acknowledging the fact that you gave your hard-earned dollars some, you know, and I just filled up my truck today too. That was $98. Oh my God, brother, I appreciate it because this helps me recoup a little bit of that. Mark Cooper, damn it, it's not controlling, it's family structure controlled by head of the, there you go. That right there. That right there, brother.
Get ass how do they feel? I love trapping.
What you gonna say?
No, I was saying I agree with what he just said in the super chat. I think it's not being controlling, it's taking control.
Right. I said it. I was on This Might Be Risky today, and one of the ladies that's on the panel on a regular basis, she was up there complaining about you know dudes being controlling, and I said, and I just stopped. I just said, listen, so you complain about us being controlling, but yet you want men to be in control. How can we not be controlling if we're not in control? Isn't the thing of being in control is to control something which is controlling? What I said, make that make sense.
Yep, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said you can't protect what you can't control.
Oh, and a lot of these women, for some reason, they believe controlling means we tell you when to sit up, when to sit down, when to go to bed, when to go to the bathroom, when to eat, how many chews, how many bites to take. That's not what the fuck that means. That means if I tell you, you know who, I guess we're going to use her as an example. I don't consider Take Heed's husband controlling. But if Take Heed's husband goes, I don't want you going on that brother's platform no more. She go, okay. But the next broad gonna be trying to give him all kind of smoke because I'm trying to build my brand and I'm trying to, it'll be all kind of shit. But Take Heed trusts her husband enough to be like, if he's telling me not to go over there, then it might not be for the best interest of my brand. Not only is it's not just her brand that he's looking out for, he's looking out for his brand because she's an extension of his brand.
Yep, exactly, bro.
He's like, okay, I don't know. I'm just making some assumptions on this one. He might be thinking, nah, baby, you can't go over there because I know how you are, and eventually they're gonna trigger you to come out of pocket, and I can't have my woman out here coming out of pocket.
Yep.
And
then
don't want it. Right. And then a lot of times we tell our women not to do something because we know if something pop up, that means we're gonna have to do something. And we don't want to have to do the thing that we don't want to have to do that. So he might be telling Take Heed not to go to this particular, or talk to this particular guy because that guy might trigger her. And then they might get into something. He might say something out of pocket. Guess what's going to happen with the husband then? Worst thing you can do to a man is
upset his wife.
Fuck with his woman. You almost better off fucking with his kids than fucking with his wife.
Exactly.
I said almost.
Almost. Almost. See, you right.
You almost better off. Let me see what else. Let's finish what Antoine got to say.
Slay. How many guys in here usually get asked, how do you really feel? Like you got a girl, or you in real life, or your family, or the people that you pour into every day, or your employees, or your children. They usually just take, right? How many people in here, and it's not their fault, that's just what our normal circumstance is. How many people in here actually get asked, how do they feel? How many guys in here that's watching this actually get asked, how do you feel? And they genuinely interested in how you feel. You see that? Y'all see that? I don't see one guy in here that sit outside of Classy Beats. Lance said his mama do it sometimes. JP, I did not see that yet. I'll go over it on the Millionaire Morning Show. Only from my wife, but she means it when she asks. Only your mother. If it ain't our mama, most of the time ain't nobody checking for us. And so this is normal. This is normal. Y'all kick our ass every single day. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about society. Society kick our ass every day. We go out here, we die a little bit every single day. We put our bodies on the line, we put our life on the line, and you know what people say to us? Even if you are really successful, do you know what people say to us? I'm going to be absolutely honest. I don't even give a fuck about that stuff. That's what people usually say to us. You go out of your way, you do this, you do that,